Hello, hello. Lloyd Kellett from Loma, California. Uh, I'm going to make a little sermon here, okay? And I'm going to make a quotation, and I'll tell you who did that quote. Now the quotation is: "It's easier for a serpent to thread an eye of a needle than for the rich to enter the kingdom of heaven." And this quote was written by a blind man whose name was Johnny Alameda. This guy was Hawaii's poetic musical musician back in the early 30s and 40s. And he made that quote. Now, you take that quote any way you want to take it, but it means, all the greed, lust, and your vanity, you must discard. In other words, he's telling you, for all your riches in America, no matter where in the world, people with all these riches, they should share it with the less unfortunate, and that'll get them through the needle to where they want to go, which is heaven. And unless they share or give away their treasures of greed, lust, and vanity, which is the words of a Hawaiian song that was written for church called Kanaka Wai 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 Wai. And the song talks about all these people that want to go to heaven. They should share or give away all their earthly treasures. And for the sake of sharing with other people. And that's what America, gotta search their soul. Well, we have so much evil in Washington of greed, and it's taking over our country. And we just went through a bad thing with the banks and Wall Street. The greed. See what happens when other people are making money. Everybody wants to make, and so it's like they jump in the fire without thinking. Then the whole house of cards collapses. Them too. And then they ask for forgiveness, and we forgave them. And then they go, starting a new way of greed. And now it's helped by the politicians. My wife don't get into politics, okay? Whatever you do, talk. But this I'm going to put on YouTube and not on my Facebook thing. Because, I don't want my family to look at this, because, who wants to know, about what's going on in Washington. But there's people out there in the YouTube, and all you younger kids that could take over this world. Only you can stop them. And only the people that are involved in all this treachery, like to earn the, as they say, I'm just trying to make a living. When other people, in other words, no laws are being passed because the lobbyist has control of Congress, and the Senate, and everybody's bought there in some way or another, and it goes from the bottom of the rung to the top. I don't like to mention names, but all the way to the top. It can't happen, you know. And these people, the only way they can save their souls, you know, because they're the scum. You can't rush off all the dirt from these people. There's so much in that mud. And they think they're doing the nation by giving them crumbs, you know. You know, they take their families down to their level, and their families don't. These lovely grandkids they have, and they're taking them down to the dirt with them. You know, you know what I mean. And only these people, these Congress people, these politicians, these senators, you know, and the cabinet administration up to the president, only them can save America. They have to want to do it from here. They're going to want to save the people of America from all the evil that's going on. So if you want to thread your way, all the richest people want to thread your way to heaven, you know, you want to fit in that eye needle, the needle of the eye, or the eye of the needle, on the pathway to heaven, you can help America survive the scum that's going on in Washington. Only you. No more all of these people say after they retire from politicians they become lobbyists, and they said we have to make a living off of the crumbs of the people. Make a living off of the crumbs of the middle class. You people are, man, how can you treat people that way? And you, in your mind, we have to make a living too. Shame. It's nothing but indecency. Indecency. Now, I'm not going to put, you know, I hate to get this way, you know, but the more I see proof, you know, there's a LA Times writer called Leibovitz. Now he has a brand new book. I'm not going to tell you the title. You look it up. And reading that book, he's been in Washington for years. You know, whistleblowers become what? Because money would bury them. You know, even a president, if he became a whistleblower, he'd become a nothing too. So you know how powerful these people are. Money talks. But when you get up to be the president, you know that, and they can bury you anytime. But it's up to you to stand your ground and take the hit for the middle class. Take the hit for the poor, for the crumbs. They can't feed their children because this Congress wants to cut off all the good things that happen for the poor. Because one party, both parties are involved, but mostly right now it's on one party. You know what party it is. No matter what laws they want to pass to help the middle class, they're going to oppose it because the lobbyists got a hold of their throat. If you do, we're going to cut you off and we're going to bury you, you know, like the whistleblowers. And it happens. So you people got to stand up to these people and give us a chance. Give the middle class, the ones that are working the hardest and making these corporations rich. And these corporations, after put all this money into lobbyists for their benefit. They don't care about the poor. They don't care about the middle class. You know, without us, they're nothing, right? they're a bunch of scumbags because we have all the know-how and they use it evil way. You know, that happens in every country. You know, there's all these scumbags and they bought. And that's how nations go down the tubes. That's how we have these huge wars because there's no trust. So America, we are waking up. Now these stations like free speech, even Algeria, the new station, you know, we're getting a little help from them. These other stations are too commercially run. When it's run commercially, they play both sides of the fence. Well, we're doomed because our journalists, our commentators, you go all the way down the line, these people are all involved, you know, because it's the good almighty dollar, you know. Then a lot of people fall into that thing, you know, they teach America how to be successful only, you know. Just, you know, everything is a capitalist, you know, but to be a capitalist, you gotta get on the top wrong because you can't climb that wrong without these people controlling you. If they want you in there, you can help them, then they'll help you. Okay? The richer they get, the more power, and the poor, the middle class gets because they keep you there. That's why you get these $15 an hour for these low-wage jobs like Walmart, you know, McDonald's, you name them. You know, all these fast food places. They gotta spread the wealth. They gotta be like Costco, you know, like pay a decent salary, like $40,000, you know, something like that. Which McDonald's makes 15,000, you know, if they work 8 hours a day. 15,000. Can you live on 15,000 today? Maybe back in the 30s, you know, the 40s, yeah, you know. Yeah, well, you know, when I used to buy like you know, like a piece of candy for 1 penny, you know. I'm talking about a Hershey bar for a penny, you know, when I was a kid. You know, you can go back into those days and 15 cents for a pound of hamburger, you know, all beef hamburger, you know, not fat. And, you know, no, we go back to those days, maybe we can survive with that salary, you know, like $3,000 a year, you know, was a good pay, average pay for workers. But when you can buy candy for a penny and hamburger for 15 cents a pound and gas for like 10 cents a gallon, come on. I mean, these days are gone. You know, the oil people got control of the oil, and we pay what they, you know, they say on demand. You know, what the public can, you know, can handle. In other words, if they get over that too much, you know, you get a lot of squeaks, so they try to keep it right in that spot where you know, like $3-4 a gallon, where they become rich and we become poor, you know, and then we gotta pay more money for cars, so we can get cheaper mileage, but you paying it out of your pocket to get that cheaper mileage. No matter which way, the rich wins, the corporations. So, my friends, fight back. And you know, my name is Lloyd Kellett again. Aloha, and hang in there.